Well, we're back with more Elder Scrolls Online. Let's talk to Evely. See if we can get her to agree to work with us.
I hate this situation. I really do. Being a hero, that's supposed to be pure and honest. Good is good and evil is evil, you know what I mean? But nothing here is clear-cut. I can't tell the good guys from the bad.
If it was easy, everybody would be a hero.
I'm not even sure whose side I'm on anymore. When Vosh Rakh and I sneaked into the city, two guards got lucky and happened to be in the right place at the right time. They attacked. I just reacted and let my arrows fly.
Yeah, you defended yourself in your charge.
But I killed two guards who were just doing their job. They probably have loved ones, pets. I don't know if I can do this anymore.
What kind of cheesy line is this? Listen, you have to do what's right for you, but I could certainly use your help. Like, who says that?
I knew you were going to say that. Still, I'm not sure I can get past Solgra's lies. She tricked us into helping Chief Vosh Rakh, and I'm still not sure about his role in all this. All right, you can count on me, but I'm doing this for you, not them.
Right, come to Paragon's Remembrance. I need someone I can trust with us.
I can do that. Besides, it'll be nice to get out of a city. Try to forget about the price on my head for a while. All right, let's do this. But be careful out there, will you? I can't afford to lose the only person I really trust.
I welcome mortal man to Orsinium. Their work is without compare. In some ways, otherwise, they are wrong.
Ha! I could have sworn.
Okay, we're definitely not going down here. We could probably survive it. Not. Oh yeah, we did. Now I'm sure with light armor, we were not surviving that fall. Unless we used our shields first. Here's another waterfall. Can we survive it? If we go straight into the water, we probably can. No, we hit the, what happened there was that we hit the, we hit some of the rocks. Worm cult? Oh, let's dance. Still not sure what on earth we're gonna sacrifice. If we go with a light armor route, what are we gonna sacrifice? I guess we'll keep the other one for. I guess we'll keep the this critical surge. I guess we'll keep it for. I don't know. Bound Aegis increases our magicka, which is critical. I can't sacrifice the matriarch or the clan fear. I just don't know what we're gonna do. I guess we'll sacrifice critical surge when we're going into very difficult areas. We'll sacrifice that and use the light armor. Let's not fight them. Let's just move on. Oh, we get a sky shard up ahead. But it's up here and we cannot get to it. Let's figure out a way to get to that sky shard because I'm not leaving it. Here's another delve. Let's discover this one and put it on the map. I guess we'd already discovered that one. There's just so much rubidite around here. And since we're going to be trying to make some light armor, we're going to need all of it. And we found a way shrine. Says there's a site to discover here. However, when we go to it, it's not let's saying we've discovered it. I don't know why. Every orc understands the concept of the grudge. It's as ingrained into the orcish state of mind as blood, battle, and the love for Vosh Ball. But perhaps... Okay, we're gonna get killed here. Yeah, level 600 is about to say that you're doing too much damage. Okay. Okay. But perhaps the place in all of Wrothgar where the grudge has an extra special meaning is at the place known as Grudge Rock Falls. When Jormungand and Torgar met at the top of the unnamed plateau to settle a conflict concerning the ownership of the cubs produced by the mating of their prized edgeteers, there was no waterfall waiting down the rocky cliffside, but when the two met in battle, their grudge match lasted for a day and a night. On the morning of the second day, Tormund's axe blade collided with Torkar's hammer. The resulting clang of metal on metal reverberated throughout the rod, cracking it wide and unleashing a torrent of rushing water that flows to the current day. Or so the legend goes. Okay, there's another delve up there that I want to get to. Let's go put that on the map. But first, we got a castle here, or a fort. Called Friendship Gate. Okay, so this is Paragon's Remembrance. Hostile Edgeteer. This is a first.
The entrance has to be somewhere in those hills. I've got good news, disappointing news, and downright awful news. The good, Basrog's instructions were easy to follow. The disappointing, I have no idea how to find the entrance, and there's no way to get inside without being attacked once we do.
So what's the awful news?
I lost lost a bet with Talvia, and now I owe him a traditional Valenwood dinner. You know, the kind wood elves like to eat. I can't wait to see the look on his face when he realizes what kind of meat he's eating. It'll be priceless.
Right, you sound like your old self again.
Yeah, I guess I just needed to get out of the city. I was seriously depressed when I wound up on the King's Most Wanted list. Thanks for pushing me. Infiltrating a cult is certainly better than hiding in a hole someplace.
So how do we get inside?
Well, with all the runners we spotted, we know we're in the right place. We just need to find a way to get inside without being noticed. You know, we might be able to do something with those higher-ranking cultists in the fancy masks.
A disguise is a good idea. Seen any of those cultists recently?
Well, a few of the masked cultists passed this way a little while ago. Then we heard a large commotion over there to the west. I can't be sure, mind you, but I think those Vosh Rakh might have... Well, they could have walked into an... Talvia thinks... Well, he thinks that the group might have walked into an Acharter mating ritual. The sounds from the west, the screams. If so, the noise was horrible. Then it got real quiet. I don't think it went well for the cultists.
Okay, I'll see if I can find something.
Just don't get too close to those Acharters. I hear they become extremely violent when anything interrupts their frolicking. We'll look around on our own and meet you inside. Good luck!
Well, we were already attacked by an Acharter right there, so... Nothing new here. Okay, so we need to enter Paragon's Remembrance. Look at us. We're a member of the Vosh Rakh.
Oh, Shalda, where are you? I don't know whether to stay here or go find help. If they hurt my Shalda, I don't know what I'll do.
Tell me what happened here.
Shaldagon and I were on our way to Orsinium, accompanying other artisans answering the king's call. We were attacked by some sort of cult. The Vosh Rakh, they called themselves. I managed to escape, but my Shalda's still somewhere in those ruins.
What were they after?
I don't know. They weren't exactly explaining themselves as they went along. Their leader called himself Glothan the Recruiter. He said we'd all be true believers in no time. I'm afraid he's going to hurt Shalda and the others. I feel so helpless.
Yeah, I can try to find your friends.
Thank you so much for helping me. With your help, I just know that Shalda and I will be back together in no time.
I'm willing to bet 100 grand Shalda is a female. I don't know why. It just sounds like a female name. Okay, so first, let's enter. And they're not going to attack us. At least I hope they won't. Sometimes if you're wearing a disguise and you get too close, your cover gets blown. Trinimac House Idol. Okay, so we need to find the companions. Or Locate the kidnapped travelers. We'll do all.
You're late. The others have already gone inside. Get a move on.
Okay, thanks for the heads up. We've gotten a new pattern, but we'll look at that later, see if we haven't learned it already.
This illusion is so weird. It looks like I'm wearing robes, but I feel so unencumbered.
This is like the time I licked one of our great hists. I feel so exposed.
It's merely an illusion bound to the amulet. Nothing to be concerned about. I've seen these used at festivals and grand balls back home.
I wonder if they come in different colors.
Okay, let's see here. In another book in the Investigative Veil series, The Ducks, Count Tamsin. Investigative Veil proclaimed as she rolled away from the burly noble. Tamsin, confused and disappointed that the lithe and curvaceous private investigator was no longer on top of him, struggled onto his elbows and exclaimed, "Ducks, my sexy sleuth? This isn't really the time." Veil leaped from the bed, wrapping the silk sheet around her and leaving the Count alone and exposed. "Oh, this is the perfect time. I finally figured out what's been going on in your estate. The mysterious deaths?" Tasman stammered, covering himself ineffectively with a pillow. He wasn't sure whether to get up and join her or stay in bed. "I know I hired you to solve a problem, but I was hoping to bring another situation to a conclusion first, my dear. The craving is no longer upon me, Count Tamsin. I have the other fowl to pluck, as it were." "What were you talking about, Veil?" The Count, now angry as he was embarrassed, was having a problem keeping his voice down. "Speak plainly." "Plainly? I never speak anything but. It was an ingenious plan, but always Investigative Veil has figured it out." "Veil, my patience, like your craving, is wearing thin." Veil smiled and sat by the window, letting the breeze flow through her long raven hair. "Your game warden, Joliton Nair. Every one of the deaths I investigated occurred shortly after the victims finished a meal of roast duck. Duck provided generously by Nair. He poisoned your vassals." "The bastard," Count Tamsin exclaimed. "I'll chop him up and feed him to his own ducks, damn the man." Suddenly Veil was pressed against the Count, nothing but the thin silk sheet between them. "I love the way you think, Count," she purred. "I do believe the craving has returned." "What about my game warden?" Justice can wait, Tamsin," Veil whispered. "But I do believe we were in the middle of something when the solution so rudely interrupted us." "I'm quite famished, but I'm in the mood for something a bit more substantial than duck." "Oh, Investigative Veil," the Count said as he and the sleuth fell back into the bed. "She's promiscuous, this Veil. She likes girls, she likes boys. She gets around."
Looks like you found an amulet too. But tell me, was I right? Did the Achates get all frolicsome on those cultists? Wait a moment. Your amulet's cracked. You weren't supposed to break it, you know.
"It was broken when I found it. The Agitators weren't particularly careful with the cultists."
Well, the illusion seems to be holding up, at least for now. Hopefully it won't fail at a particularly critical moment. Anyway, I think we should split up and cover more ground. That's the best way to find what we're looking for quickly.
"Are you sure splitting the party is a good idea?"
This place is enormous. Besides, you never put all your acorns in one basket. We need to find out what the Vosh Rakh are up to, and fast. Flies and I will look around out here, while you and Tal see what the high-ranking cultists are meeting about.
"Okay, we'll meet back here."
Good idea. And let's not take too long. Lives are depending on us. And speaking of lives, make sure Tal stays safe, will you? He isn't as experienced as we are. I'm afraid his wide-eyed enthusiasm is going to get him injured.
"I will. You be careful too."
Stay safe. Flies and I will meet up with you later.
I guess we're all right. We can do this. We just sneak in, find out what we need to know, and get out. I mean, it's just a meeting. We have these amulets. We'll be fine, right?
"Yeah, I think we should be fine."
It's the whole reason I came to Wrothgar. To show that I can fight. To prove myself, to my family, to everyone. I'm more than just a scribe destined to spend his whole life behind a desk. This will show everyone what I'm capable of.
"You don't have anything to prove."
Oh, that's where you're wrong, my friend. I come from a long line of warriors and mages, but most of my family considers me to be the tarnished fruit on the tree of golden pears. It's time for me to show them who I really am.
Okay.
I knew you'd understand. When your father is a royal mage, your mother is one of the Queen's Guard, and your sister almost single-handedly won the Battle of Sunken Spire, well, let's just say, I've got a lot to live up to. Now, let's go do this!
Hopefully I get to kill some people along the way.
Trinimac, hear our prayer. Guide our weapons and alert us to all dangers. Grant us the courage to complete the trial you placed before us.
That doesn't sound good. I thought we were just spying on a meeting.
You, the chosen of the Vosh Rakh, have shown bravery against the Malakath heretics, even going so far as to invade the temple we love and cherish. But one challenge remains. A challenge to test you, to select the most worthy for our most important mission. Now choose a scroll and select a blessing to help you in your ordeal. Elder Azul will answer any questions you have. Now, in Trinimac's name, may
You stand among the holy words of Trinimac. Read the scrolls carefully and choose a blessing to help you in the coming trial.
Okay, what can you tell me about this trial?
The mission before us requires the best the Vosh Rakh has to offer. This trial will determine those select few through a test of wits, speed, and strength. Trinimac himself will winnow the iron from the ore.
Alright, this mission, I'm not sure I know all the details.
Oh, the details are the purview of those who complete the mission. But Trinimac thanks you for volunteering, no matter how things turn out. If you succeed and do as the Council demands, all will be revealed. Fail, and death is your only reward.
As the Council demands.
The last part of the trial requires that you obey the Council without question, but you won't have to deal with that until the very end. Remember, if you succeed, you will be named a Chosen of Trinimac and allowed to partake in the sacred mission.
How are our rituals different from the ones celebrated in Orsinium?
That's a strange question for someone who holds your rank. Haven't you learned this much already?
I just like hitting things in Trinimac. Oh, let's just say I just want to make sure I understand our tenets before I proceed.
The Temple's leaders are too forgiving. They live in harmony with non-believers. Trinimac is a god of war. He does not tolerate false gods such as Malakath. Soon it won't matter, though. We have agents at work within the city, even as we speak.
In the city.
Patience, Overseer. All will be revealed in good time. First, complete the trials and prove your worth in this endeavor. Then, all will be revealed. And if you fail, it won't matter, for the dead have little use for knowledge.
Okay, so before we get started with this trial, let's take a break. We'll be right back with more Elder Scrolls Online.